Welcome back to the Bog Toys and Collectibles, where today we're going to be checking out the Transformers X TMNT collaborative Party Wallop figure slash vehicle from Hasbro. And very excited to see this mashup in the shop here. It comes in this very cool hybrid style of packaging that's not quite a bubble blister pack, not quite a box. It's the best of both worlds. And it's got this cool clear bubble here that's shaped sort of like a turtle shell with some kind of circuit board computer effects going through it. So that's pretty cool to see. And at the top we've got Transformers logo with some illustrations of the turtles from the 1987 cartoon. Along the side there we've got that emblem with the TMNT Transformers crossover. More than meets the eye. And then of course we get the photo of the vehicle mode here. Flipping it around to the side, we've got photos of all the accessories that it comes with. And that's not even all the accessories. That's, you know, a good portion of it. And then on the back, we've got vehicle mode, party mode, or pardon me, bot mode there. And then all four turtles at the bottom, because of course you can transform this into all four different turtles using the supplied kind of skull caps that are inside here. So very cool stuff. I'm excited to crack this open and see what kind of surprises lay inside. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and do that and unleash this Party Wallop from its shell. Alright, so here he is, all out of the packaging. It's Party Wallop in full effect, looking very cool here. So he basically comes in this generic kind of turtle mode here out of the package. I like to think it's more of a Party Wallop, like Metalhead, if you will. But it definitely looks cool. And you'll be able to smack on this front of the turtle wagon here in this mode, since you don't need to show off any of the initials on the belt, but that kind of makes him look, I think, more like a Transformer, kind of like Optimus Prime style there with the front of the vehicle on the chest. But of course that can be removed for all the other turtles as well. But yeah, super cool, and it comes from a long line of different collaborations from Transformers. We've seen everything from Ghostbusters, to Knight Rider, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Canon cameras, J Balvin even, you know, the list goes on. So it's definitely cool they finally did a Ninja Turtles one here, and I'm super excited to see that. But let's do a quick rotational here so you can get a good close-up view of the detail on the figure. Now that's with all the accessories kind of plugged in. You can see the cantatas on the back, some size on the waist, and then of course we have the vehicle mode here after you can transform them over. Now it is obviously the cartoon version of the Party Wagon. This is the original Playmates Party Wagon that we got back in the late 80s. And, you know, the panel on the side is orange on this, whereas this one we're getting the yellow, just like in the cartoons. So maybe in the future they'll do another variant maybe that's kind of more along the lines of this. That'd be cool to see. And then, of course, back in 1993, there was the idea to make a Metalhead transforming Party Wagon. So it's been around for a while, this idea. But here he is. This is the Muta-Party Wagon that transforms into a full-size mech warrior. Maybe taking some inspiration from Transformers and Power Rangers back in the day. Who knows? But you can see Donatello sitting in there. And he does have a pizza thrower feature, too, which is pretty awesome. And then of course we also had a Road Ready Splinter here way back in time from 1993 as well. So this was a mini Party Wagon that transforms into Splinter. Not going to do it right now, but you can get the idea there. So of course, you know, we've seen kind of ideas like this before, but for it to actually come from the Transformers camp is awesome. Now, he does come with a wide range of accessories, like we mentioned. So let's pull up this little party platter right here. All 4 colored bandanas here with the different skull caps. And if you want to swap that, you just pop it off the top there. That's the generic one. Let's put Donatello's cap on here. I kind of feel like Donatello makes the most sense out of all the turtles to be a Transformer, since he's the one that does machines. So there you go. And then we'll lift up this little belt buckle here, and you can swap it over. Let's see if we can find the D on there. There we go. So we got a purple D. And there you go. Transformed into Donatello. And now he just needs a weapon. And he comes with this collapsible bow staff right here that you can fold out. And fits snugly into his hand just like that. So he's ready for battle now with that. And then, of course, for the other Transformers, he does come with 2 sais for Raphael, 2 nunchucks for Michelangelo, and they do have storage solutions for all of them. Here's the other one hiding under his shoulder strap, so that's there if he needs to battle. And then, of course, we get 2 katana blades for Leonardo mode. We already looked at this, which actually doubles as a shield. If you pop down this piece at the back, you'll be able to plug that in to the wrist here. And there you go. He's got some added protection with the Party Wagon shield there. And then this even comes off the little tire piece to unveil a tiny little pizza pie inside there. So that's pretty cool too. And then last but not least, spoiler alert. It comes with a spoiler. So there's the spoiler of the Party Wagon, which plugs right onto the backpack / roof. So here he is, ready for battle there, looking very cool. Comes in at about 7 inches high, so he's about the 7-inch scale. He's got about 20 points of articulation, give or take. Posing is really nice on this. You can get some nice split stances, all kinds of positions. He does have the hinge pin arm joints. And, I'm not going to go through all the different points of articulation, but there are several, and you'll pretty much be able to get him to any pose you want. Just sometimes the vehicle mode pieces might kind of get in the way of certain poses, but all in all, he definitely can get into any position I think that you might need to get him into. Paint applications, really nicely done. I like how they've got the kind of blue windshields there. It looks just like it did on the cartoons. Nice little detail there on the turtle logo with the front of the tire storage piece. Maybe it would have been cool to see some clear pieces like the Ecto 1 had. But either way, I think this definitely does the trick for its purposes. Comparing it to some other figures even, let's check out the Metalhead, for example, from Super7. It's not quite the same scale, but I think it looks kind of cool. And I mean, we can only imagine if they went full Metalhead with this figure, what it would have looked like. Let's flip the head down there. And there you go. That's your Metalhead Transformers. So maybe that would have been cool to have actual Metalhead mode for this guy. But they opted for the generic one. I know a lot of the collaborative figures reuse Transformers sculpts, so they tend to have a Transformers head. So maybe it would have been cool to get this guy with like a Transformer style head like this, maybe painted green or something like that. But either way, I like what they've done with the head here, especially since you can swap the pieces out and get all 4 turtles for the price of one figure, really. Yeah, and I guess a couple more figures to compare them to. Here is the original Optimus Prime from back in the 80s. Definitely a smaller scale, of course, to this guy. And who do we got coming up here? Uh-oh, it's the Decepticons. Soundwave in full effect. They're about the same scale here, so I think, they'd be able to fight each other pretty good. You'll never destroy the Decepticons. Oh, yeah? Well, take this. Taste my bow staff. Oh no. Soundwave lost his head. But yeah, definitely it's cool to see that, you know, from Transformers. The TMNT are colliding worlds with them now, and you can take them to battle against all of those different Decepticon warriors. Yeah, I was going to maybe transform this. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it quick enough, but let's try a quick transformation and see if we can get them into vehicle mode quick enough here. And then, yeah, of course, this is another storage spot down here where you can put all the different caps for the skulls. There's a spot for the bow staff, everything there. Yeah, so there's a lot of steps here to go through. So let's, I don't know if you're going to be able to see everything or not, but let's see, get those in there. I think this kind of clips together like that. Goes back. Oh, that flips down. Okay. And what else we got here? Let's flip these tires out. Put that down. Those clip together like that. That comes down like this. Oh. Pops into place, I guess. Then these kind of fold out. Let's throw this on the front while we're at it. Okay. We've got some tires here. Tires over there. This comes down. Might not be doing this in the exact right order, but just to give an idea of how it kind of works. Oh, it's definitely tricky to get some of these pieces into place, but it does work. All right, so there's vehicle mode there. Flip up these. Whoops. I guess that counts as another accessory too, these little pieces, since they all come off. But there you go. And you can even get these little katana blades to go on the bottom. The instructions say you're supposed to put them with blade out, but you can also put them with the hilt going out too. It looks kind of more like a tail light. But I found these are a little tricky to plug into there, but with a bit of force you can certainly get it done. But yeah, there you go. That's the vehicle mode here. It rolls around nicely. Gets the turtles from point A to point B, so definitely cool to see that. I think that's all that we've got for the show this week, though, so I do appreciate you tuning in to the review of the Turtle Wagon, Party Wagon, pardon me. And until next time, Turtle Formers, more than pizza pie. All right, thanks again, guys. See you later.